For more than 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter in our community. From our studios in St. Clair, you're watching Focus with Paul Dingeman.
Well, hello again. Got a very interesting show lined up for you today. And we're going to begin with the superintendent of East China School District, Susan Sabula. Nice to meet you.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Thanks for having us.
And Angie.
Hi.
Lisa, nice to see you both. Lots of celebration going on. A couple of weeks ago, you had been working very, very hard to pass a bond, not a bond issue.
Operating mills renewal.
And that went through.
Yes, it did.
We'll talk to Angie about that. But you also had a vote a couple of years ago, just before COVID, with a bond issue.
Yes, we did.
And you're here to tell us today some of the progress.
Yes. I'm excited to be here. Thank you for having us so that we can provide this update on the East China bond. In 2020, in March, our community passed $112.9 million. $112.9 million bond, and we were so thankful for that. Unfortunately, 2 days later is when the state of Michigan and schools in Michigan were closed completely due to COVID. So we've had a little bit of a road to get the progress going, you know, through supply chain management issues and construction and raising costs, but we have made some incredible progress, and we're happy to share that and spread the news.
So the bond issue was going to do repairs and additions and things along the whole campus,
the entire
everywhere.
entire East China School District. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
If they'll throw up that first picture, I think it's of St. Clair High School, the entrance, and talk to me about it.
So there you go. One of the programming pieces to the bond, if you'll remember initially, we looked to pass a bond in 2019 that would have combined Marine City and St. Clair into one high school facility.
Right.
Our communities told us that's not what they wanted,
and
they wanted to remain separate identities, St. Clair Saints and the Marine City Mariners. And so we took that under our hat and came up with a plan that allowed East China School District to have those two entities, St. Clair and Marine City, but we needed to consolidate because we were getting smaller with our declining enrollment. So now, how we did that is the St. Clair campus will house grades 6 through 12. Marine City already on their campus houses 6 through 12.
And that's a major change.
That is a major change, yes. So this campus 6 through 12, in order to make St. Clair a 6-12 campus, we needed to do a few things. Additions. So we built a new full-size gym and locker room.
Come on back to there. You go. Okay, this is the St. Clair entrance.
That's the new entrance, and you can see on the left there. One of the other things besides the gym that is just started under construction 2 weeks ago are the 6 classrooms that are being built on the front of currently high school will be St. Clair campus, and then the reconstruction of the entrance, because one of the promises in the bond was that all of our schools would have the safe and secure entrances. So the entrance has been reworked, and then the addition there on the front.
Okay, show us the next one now, Troy. Okay, now this is Marine City, so you're doing major repairs there too.
Every facility in East China School District will be touched by this bond project. So the Marine City campus was already a 6-12 campus, but we reworked it a little bit to be more efficient. And this is the Ward Street side.
We used to come in where there was the circle driveway.
On King,
On King, and that's changed.
Yep, now this is the Ward Street entrance, and you'll see those are the front offices with all of the windows and the circular window there, and then that safe and secure entrance that everybody will enter into. So that is the Marine City campus.
Next.
This is also the Marine City campus. So within each of our school buildings, every school building will receive new carpet, new lights, going to LED, a little more efficient, new ceilings, new paint, and all new furniture.
Wow.
So yes, it's very exciting. And this is Marine City campus's new media center. And I think you have one more slide for the Marine City campus.
Go ahead, Troy.
And this is their new commons area. So on the right-hand side there's 3 breakout sessions and then some soft seating and different types of lounging selections for students to work on projects or gather. And then that the boardwalk, as we're calling it, the Mariner Boardwalk, will run through the entirety of the facility so that it kind of has a central pathway off of the offices. So that is the Commons area in the new Marine City campus, and we saw the media center, the new entrance.
Somewhat industrial looking with the ceiling open, but
yep. Gives it a little more space. It feels more open, and you have the baffles there on the top with the different colors that add some interest there. Now we've gone back to the St. Clair campus. This is the brand new gym that just opened. It's a full-size gym with what we're calling a Hall of Champions, when it has all our trophy cases, and we're going to have an electronic kiosk where you can look up. It'll be able to look up the year that I graduated from St. and everyone else. You know, normally you have those class pictures that you flip through. We're going to have those all digitized.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so that's the Hall of Champions, and there's
I think the next shot is of the.
There it is. Yep, there's the Hall of Champions entering into the gym, and that's connected to the facility. If you were to walk down that hallway and turn right, you'd be in the current gym.
And the current gym has been hosting basketball, district basketball, until last evening, unfortunately. No, the districts go on, but St. Clair girls don't go on. So.
No, but St. Clair boys are
doing great.
Yep, they play tonight in Richmond. So.
Okay. And I got one more picture there, Troy. Oh, this is the Angie's introduction.
This is Angie's piece.
Yes, this goes back to the passing of our operating mills.
Come back to us, Troy, for a minute. There we go.
Yeah, and I just wanted to share, share that impact, and I thought this was a good graphic for everybody. You know, everyone talks about our foundation allowance. That's how we're primarily funded through the state. And we currently receive $9,608 per pupil.
Put that slide back up, please. Okay.
There we go. So in that center there, that's that full foundation allowance, $9,608. And I just wanted to show how that's broke up. That first blue circle, $3,624.10 of that foundation allowance is what that operating mills covers. We collect, right. We collect that locally, and then the state makes up that second blue oval there to make up that difference. So to make that $9,608 per pupil full.
So the $3,624 will stay from now until 2025, or does it change every year?
It's based on the 18 mills that are collected on our non-home side. So it'll adjust based on taxable value. So we do anticipate it being a little higher. It's a little. It's right now it totals $12.7 million. Next year, based on the taxable value little increases that we have, it'll be closer to 13 million.
Okay.
So, based on what the state says that new pupil amount was, right now our governor's budget is anticipating about a $240 increase. So again, we'll collect what we do locally, and then the state will make up whatever the difference is.
It's so important, and it was a difficult thing to get people to understand.
Yes.
And I compliment the two of you, and I sent it to you in an email too, for going to all the townships and all the city meetings everywhere and trying to explain a very difficult thing for humans to understand.
Yeah, it's not an easy formula.
No.
I was very thankful. A couple constituents in our area called and asked questions. They had a couple questions. They saw the language on their absentee ballot and were just like, "Hey, help me out with this." Right. And we're very happy to.
Anytime we can clarify it,
because it is complicated.
So the semester is rolling along. You got building coming along. How about what happens this summer? What kind of construction are we looking for?
We have a lot of work going on. And if you'll indulge me, I made sure I wrote some things down so I didn't forget to highlight each of the projects we have going on. So we talked about the Marine City campus. And in addition to everything I mentioned, they have a new cafeteria and a new serving area, so it'll be more like you see in a mall where you can go in and make selections. So that's a big change. We added windows to their cafeteria at the Marine City complex. And they will also be receiving, even though they're not getting the new gym that St. Clair did at their end, they're receiving all the upgrades. So the new scoreboards and everything will be installed in the Marine City gym, hopefully this summer. So continued ongoing work, hoping to complete the project next year. The St. Clair 612 campus, like I said, they started the addition of the new classrooms right now, under construction. And then this summer, they will be working on the interior of the building, doing a large amount of renovation. So when the students return, they're going to see some big changes, but not all the work can get done in the summer.
On Yankee Road? No.
What's that? This is the St. Clair campus, 612, that is currently the high school. So a lot of the work has to happen during the school year, so they phase it. So right now at Marine City campus, we have work that's going on, and the students work around it. They walk around it, and they've done a great job there. We'll have to do the same thing on the 612 campus for St. Clair. The current Yankee Road, that is our middle school, St. Clair Middle School right now, will become an elementary building. And that work is also going to begin this summer. And one of the features that every building will receive, in addition to everything I mentioned previously, is all new parking lots and sidewalks, and boy, are they're in need of being repaired. So that will begin to happen, and then the work to make it an elementary building. And the students that will occupy, the students and staff that will occupy that building, is our current gearing. So gearing in its entirety, except for the building, will be moved over to St. Clair Elementary on Yankee Road.
Approximate date of that?
Right now, the timeline has us the school year 25-26. So not next year, but the following.
Okay, so gearing will still be around in 24, 25, and 25-26.
Yes, yes. And so that's also when St. Clair current high school will become the 612 campus. So,
lots of stuff, lots of moving parts.
Yes, yes. It's been rewarding, but it's also very challenging to make sure we've thought of all the details so it's as smooth as possible for our staff and students. Bell River Elementary has already had the parking lot redo, and the design and development for Bell and Pine and Palms will start this summer. Work to begin next year. And
student population is going down, has been historically for the last 10 years.
Yes.
Is it sort of leveling off now?
Our current last class that we consider our big class is our 10th grade class.
Okay.
So for our 10th, 11th, and 12th graders, those are our bigger classes. And then after that, we've normalized to our new normal. So we have 3 more years of that big declining enrollment. Currently, we graduate approximately 100 more graduates than we have incoming kindergartners. So that's and if you take that 9,000.
That does not compute.
No, it does not. If you take that $9,608 per pupil, multiply it by 100, that's how much less the business office has to work with.
It's really bizarre to me, too, to look at, our current 9th grade through kindergarten and how consistent it really is. That it really does linger around 220. And the other thing that always amazes me is whatever that class number is, yes, there's ins and outs in every grade, but that class number stays with them. I've been tracking it for almost 4 years now, and it really does. If 6 leave, 5 come back, or not come back, but we add 5, or vice versa. So it's not like we have I don't know. I think people, without seeing it, assume that there's a big influx or a big, lots of people are going out, or it really stays consistent.
Well, they hear about the school of choice, and I can go here, I can go wherever, and they get confused. They don't have the facts.
Yep. Right. And I think it was hard for our community. I know when we were messaging the bond and going out and talking to folks, it was hard for people to really understand the amount of students that we have less than previous years.
Yes.
So when you lose 100 students over 10 years, that's a large amount of funding and square footage that we don't need anymore, and consolidation that we have to do in order to be efficient. So we had 3 school buildings, my old junior high there, right. And then Eddy, and those buildings have both been sold, and so has Gearing. We are leasing it until we don't need it anymore. And so then once we've completed these renovations and constructions and consolidations, we will be at the square footage that's efficient for the number of students that we need. We don't have those 3 buildings that we don't need anymore.
And then there'll be an explosion of children.
No. No, we had to do 3 population studies in order to ask for this money from our community, and all of them showed that our new normal, our 220 is where it will be.
Very good.
Yeah.
Angie, you did a good job there.
Well, thanks.
Thank you. Anything else we should tell the public about? We're gonna invite you guys back too again.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got.
But go ahead.
You know what? I was just thinking. I know we talked about that. Suzanne talked about the buildings being closed, and I think it's really important for the community to know that our facilities really aren't available this summer, unfortunately, at the high school. You know, the Marine City High School as well as St. Clair High School. The facility is really going to be shut down like June 12th through almost like September 8th.
Wow.
So the interior.
So that we can get these, we have to maximize.
So you always had summer school and think, what, you're going to offer summer school
yes,
this year?
we are. We're going to have to find a different location to do it than we normally do. We will have summer school, we'll have our summer meals program, but we're going to have to you know, come up with a creative solution for that. What Angie is talking about is a lot of times we let our gyms and our cafeterias and stuff used, you know, for different purposes, and they will have to be temporarily shut down so we can get these renovations done.
And our athletic programs are still going to do the camps that they've, you know, always offered. It might just be at it will be at a different location than at each of the high schools.
Always stuff going on.
Yeah, always
good stuff.
Going on,
Angie Gleason, the finance director, par excellence, superintendent of schools, Suzanne Saibula. I'm stumbling today. Thank you for all you do for the community.
Yep. Thank you for having us. Appreciate it.
We'll be back with our next guest in just a second. Joining us now is Deborah Johnson. I remembered your name and everything, and how could you not forget that beautiful smile?
Thank you, Paul. You always make me feel good. That's why I love coming here. A lot of good things to talk about this month.
You are a busy person, and let's get started.
Okay.
Talk to me about the Prowlers. What's that all about?
Well, that is going to be an exciting, fun thing, and it's happening on March 15th, Friday night at 7 o'clock. The Prowlers are the Port Huron Prowlers hockey team. They actually approached us almost a year ago to offer some advertising opportunity. And so I said, well, what would be in it for me? You know, we have to ask that.
Right.
And one of the things is we purchased a large banner thing that hangs in the ice arena for everything, not just for like their hockey games, for everything it's in there. And we're always trying to make sure people are aware of how to access services and things like that. So we said, that's a good deal. And then they said, you know, we could also have a game, like do a game and dedicate it to mental health awareness. And I go, oh, that's a good idea. And so, you know, we've also talked about our local NAMI group. In fact, we interviewed Tori Ferris, our new NAMI president, last month. And we talked a little bit about this, I think, then too. But anyways, we talked about partnering with the new NAMI to host this event and raise awareness about mental health issues. So it's called Face Off for Mental Health. And the first 1,000 people are going to get awesome prizes, an awesome giveaway thing. We're going to have some really great raffles. In fact, one of the raffle baskets has 4 Red Wing tickets.
Wow.
With YMCA memberships, we got a lot of great things. So we hope that people will show up, and there'll be a lot of resources
too. March the 15th, and then where can I get tickets? Tickets are available at CMH website. Tickets are $14 with a portion going to NAMI.
Right. If you get the tickets from CMH, $4 out of each ticket will go to our local NAMI.
Oh, wonderful.
And you get a $1 discount. If you buy them at the door, they're $15 and no money comes to us.
Okay.
So we would encourage you to call us.
All right. Number 2, Run for Recovery. We got a slide for that one too.
I'm sure we do because it's the 16th.
There it is.
It's the 16th annual Run for Recovery. And it's a 5K run. There's a mile race for the children. a timed race with medals, and then a 1 mile walk for anybody. I would love to see you there this year.
What? Okay, I will definitely try.
Okay.
Saturday, May the 11th.
Saturday, May 11th.
8:30 in the morning is pretty early for me. I'm a night owl.
I don't think you have to start walking until 9. But,
okay. Well, that makes it better.
But it's great for your health.
I saw Mr. McCartney the other day in McCartan, and he told me he was, he'll be there.
He will be there. He's been helping us.
Signing autographs.
Yes. But anyways, so the price is, if you get your tickets, well, if you get your registration done by April 17th, it is $30. The price stays the same, but you are guaranteed a shirt. And we always have really awesome shirts. And I don't know if you remember last year, we used the winning artwork. I don't know if we'll be able to do that this year because I'm not sure what the design is yet,
right.
But it worked. It was like a person running on a road, so it worked last time. But at any rate, the shirts are always great. People love them. And if you're under 18, it's only $15 to be in our run. And if you are in a run club with a school, we even have a better rate. And we would just encourage run club leaders, coaches, to contact Aubrey at Community Mental Health, and she will get them all set up and give them their good deal.
You've got your annual breakfast coming up, an awards breakfast, May the 22nd.
We sure do. I didn't have that in my notes. How do you have that?
I know everything.
Anyways, but I'm glad that you brought that up because, we give out some awards, and I can only talk about a couple of them because I haven't notified all the winners, and I like to do that in person. So the individual Community Service Award recipient is actually 2 people because we couldn't pick between the 2 because they both are involved in the same thing and have done a lot of work for us. One is Emily Upplinger. She's the treasurer for the new local NAMI, and the other one is Tori Ferris, who you met.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And so, so they'll be getting that, and then I'm not sure if the organization has been notified, but the media award recipient is none other than you.
Not this year.
Yes, this year. Yes, this year it's you. And I know that you won it a long time ago, but really a long time ago, people. And in the last 20 years since you've gotten that recognition, you have continued to help us promote all the things that we do.
Thank you.
You spread the good word.
You're going to make me tear up here.
Don't make me cry because we're on TV now. So congratulations.
Well, thank you.
And Aubrey will be getting with you to interview you. Okay. So now you have to get up early again.
All right.
Because you've got to come to the breakfast.
And the breakfast is, right.
It's at the convention.
At 8 a.m. Oh, that's even worse.
That's when you fill your plate, though. The program starts at 8:30. So we're looking forward to honoring you that day.
Well, thank you, dear. Thank you. I genuinely really appreciate that.
Well, we appreciate everything you do, including not just through this show, but like through Rotary. You have me talk there pretty much once a year. Amy Smith has talked about the work that we do. And we appreciate every opportunity to spread the word. And
I watch over Mike for you.
And you watch over Mike McCartan, our former director. So congratulations, and we're looking forward to celebrating you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Dear. Thank you. It's moving off of me for a second. We'll get back to me.
We'll get back there in a minute.
Social Work Month. It's a dedicated job. It's a tough job.
It is a tough job.
But people love it.
A lot of people that do it, they do love it. And, we love our social workers. That's a post we put out on our Facebook. It's every March, and it's just a time to raise awareness about the great work that the people do. Social workers are typically, besides a desire to help people, they're very compassionate. They do a lot of great stuff in our organization and providing supports. And a lot of people get their master's in social work or whatever, and then they might work in the private sector in different areas. I think one of the hardest jobs is working for St. Clair, or not just us, for community mental health, for the public behavioral health system, because our folks see people with some of the most severe situations, and often without the support around them. Because if you have somebody with severe mental health issues, but a lot of family support, it's still easier than when you see somebody with zero support system and you're trying to look at all the other things that are impacting their lives. So I do think that the work that our folks do is very hard and challenging, and it takes a special person. And we're lucky to have over 100 of them.
100 of them. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Yeah, between the bachelor level and the master's level, we probably have about 150, 170, 200, I don't even know now.
And they're unsung heroes.
They are, often.
They really are.
We try to do recognition in our organization on a regular basis. We have employees of the month, teams of the month, and we try to recognize through those ways. But you're right, it's a hard job, and we're happy to have them.
Yep. Okay. Developmental Disability Awareness Month.
Well, March is Intellectual Developmental Disability Awareness Month, and the overall purpose is to raise awareness about individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities, which is a mouthful of words to say, but it's important to educate the community about these disabilities, which some of things are like cerebral palsy, Down syndrome, different cognitive or other intellectual things. And we just talked about this in another venue, I guess, just this morning. But it's an important time to highlight the strengths and abilities of people and not just focus on the things they can't do.
Right.
And through community mental health, we have a lot of programs that support people with intellectual and developmental disabilities to live the best lives they can in the least restrictive setting possible. So we have programs where they're supported to live in their own apartments, and they get supports to, whether it's grocery shop, do their banking, pay their bills, or we have group homes. Some people need that level of care, but we support people in whatever is works for them and supports them. So, but we also like to highlight the successes. One of the programs that talks a lot about successes is Opportunities for Success. It's an employment program, and so we try to help people get employment, and often they're some of the best workers. So,
good.
Yeah, so it's a good month, and there's a lot more information on our website and on our Facebook about it.
National Nutrition Month? No? We're going to pass on that?
Yeah,
we'll get to next month.
You know what, it is National Nutrition Month, and we do have a lunch, brown bag lunch training coming up on the importance of fruits, veggies, juices, fish, fruits, and veggies, I think it is. And to learn more about that, you can also check out our Facebook or our website.
You've got a deal going with the library. What's going on?
We do. A long time ago, one of our board members, I believe it was Susanna DeFever, I don't know if you know that name, but she was a professor at SC4, wanted us to, she started the Gift of Knowledge program. So people donate money, we buy books, and then we donate them to the St. Clair County Library. So we called the Gift of Knowledge.
Oh, okay.
And now mostly, we don't really promote and try to get people to give us money, but our staff donate. And then we purchase books because we want the St. Clair County Library system to have good and current books, current information about mental health issues, wellness, etc., things that we're talking about. So some of the books this month, this is like Mindful Moments for Kids, and I actually read this one earlier, and it talks about Bunny's hungry and it has to look for a carrot, but what it does is teaches breathing.
Oh.
So there's, because it'll say like, taking a few quick breaths or whatever, let it out, so then that's like, so it's mindfulness. And it teaches kids how to do that in a way that they can understand.
Right.
And then Superpowers, it's books about confidence, empathy, gratitude, and more mindfulness for ages 5 to 7. This is real young. And then Checking In with Each Other, that's a good book too. That one I didn't read, I'm sorry. But we also have higher level books too for adults about various mental health diagnoses, borderline personality disorder, substance use treatment disorders, things like that. So, but we donate them every March to our library system.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, you've got a lot of information packed there. Thank you for the honor. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Thinking of me and CTV and the people here. And look forward to May 22nd. I'll have to stay up all night.
Yeah, you'll get a nice award, and you get to say a couple of words.
Okay, I won't say many.
So it'll be fun. It'll be a good breakfast, okay. And you, of course, bring your lovely wife.
Okay, I'll try and do that too.
Okay.
We'll let you go because I know you got another meeting. And thanks.
Thanks
for the honor.
Thanks, and congratulations, and keep doing the great work you're doing.
I'm gonna do that.
Thank you.
Lisa Beedon is along next, and she's got a boat to give away. Let's talk about that quickly.
And I.
Well, we live along a beautiful river, St. Clair River, Marine City in St. Clair. We've got the beautiful Lake Huron to the north and the Lake St. Clair to the south. And Lisa Beedon's here to tell us how we can win a boat.
Yeah. Hi, Paul.
Nice to see you.
Nice
Welcome
to see you
to the
too.
Focus Show.
Thank you.
You've got a couple hats that you wear. The one you're wearing today is Managing Director of, Executive Director of Blue Water Developmental Housing Incorporated, and that manages the Sanborn Gratiot Memorial Home.
That's right. Yeah.
That's a lot of responsibility.
It is.
Talk to me about the home.
Sure. So Sanborn Gratiot Memorial Home is actually celebrating its 80th year in our community this year. So it's a big year for us. It was started 80 years ago with 4 women who were widows and they just didn't want to live alone. So they joined forces, and the rest is sort of history. And so this marks our 80th year.
Give us the location. I think people have been by it a million times, but they don't know it's there.
And the name is deceiving.
Yeah.
So Sanborn Gratiot Memorial Home is located on Gratiot and Garfield on that corner. The Sanborn name comes, it's an old local name. Port Huron family was Sanborn. They gave a trust to the home, and so way back, and so when that happened, there was a name change. So Sanborn Gratiot Memorial Home is located on Gratiot and Garfield.
And what happens there?
It's a 32-bed home for the aged. We're really focused on low-income housing for seniors in our area, and we actually have 4, sometimes 5 beds dedicated for seniors who are homeless or at risk of homelessness.
Wow.
And those beds are pretty much full all the time.
What work. Wow. That's impressive work.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so we have a great staff there. We work with the Commission on Aging to identify those seniors that need help in those homeless beds. And so we take them in for about 90 days, and we get them the information that they need, their benefits that they're entitled to, and then we help them look for permanent housing.
Wow.
Yeah, and then we have our other 28 beds of individuals that just live with us all year round. They live out their days with us.
And they are paying patients?
Yes. Yep. Yeah, it's a low income, so we're focused on those that maybe can't afford some of the fancier places in town, and so we provide them safe, quality care while they're with us.
So total, how many beds? You get 32 beds that...
Total.
Total.
Yep.
Total. Okay.
Yep.
And
4 that are dedicated
for homeless, and that population seems to be growing, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't have any of those numbers, but I know that our beds are always full. We're always looking for where they can go after us. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
So it's got to cost a lot of money to run this place. Mm-hmm. How do you normally, you get funding from the state or funding from the county?
It's a little bit of both. We do get dollars from the millage, the senior millage.
Okay.
Those help with the...
a portion of that goes to you?
Yes, to the senior homeless beds. Mm-hmm. Those are funded through the Commission on Aging. And then we work with organizations like the United Way and the Area Agency on Aging to support that. And then the people that live there pay, whether it's through their Social Security or private pay, they pay to live there as well. Okay.
All right, but you've come up with a way to make a little bit more money and make people happy on the water.
Yes.
Talk to me about that.
Kathy Baker is kind of the liaison between me and Sanborn Gratiot Memorial Home, and you can't say no to Kathy Baker. And if you know Kathy Baker, you know that's true. And she had a contact at Colony Marine, and I kid you not, Paul, we were there 15 minutes. And she had gotten them to work with us on a 19-foot SEARAY with trailer. It's brand new. It's a 2023
there it is.
boat.
It's up on the screen.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's got a nice black hull.
Yeah.
It's currently in my driveway, and we love looking at it. But so she was able to get us that boat. And we're able to raffle it off. Tickets are $100 each. The value of the boat is $65,000.
$65,000?
Yeah, boat, trailer, motor, and all the pride and joy that a boat ownership brings.
$65,000, and I can get a chance on it for $100.
Yeah. And like you said, we have beautiful waterways here.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's easy to fall in love with the boat. And even if you're not a boater, what a great investment, right? For $100, you could flip that boat for just about anything and make some money on it. So. And
the people at Sanborn Gratiot are going to benefit from you being interested in water and boating by buying a ticket for $100.
Yeah.
How many total tickets?
Only 5,000.
Okay.
And we're raffling this sucker off, so there's going to be a winner. I can't have it in my driveway anymore, Paul. I'm falling in love. So we're going to raffle it off on July 24th. It's the Wednesday after Boat Week. So we want everyone to be all hyped up.
2 days after my birthday.
All right, well, come to the party. We'll have some champagne and hors d'oeuvres, and we'll give away a boat. And that'll take place at the Yacht Club.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How do I get a ticket?
Easy. You just go on sanborngratiot.org. You can buy a ticket there. It's right on the main page. You can call our office and buy a ticket over the phone. We'll come to you and we'll drop off tickets.
Okay. And what's the phone number?
It's 810-388-1200.
Oh, what an easy number.
Yeah.
Okay, 388-1200. 388-1200, and of course 810 is area code.
Yeah.
But come by often and buy many tickets.
That's right. Yeah, better odds than the lotto. and the only thing better than owning a boat is having a friend with a boat. So tell your friends to get tickets too.
Then your other hat, you recently, how long have you been on the St. Clair County Board of Commissioners?
Going on 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah. I'm in my second term, up for re-election in November.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and where's your geographic area?
I represent District 3, which is the south end of Port Huron, so from Garfield to Ravenswood, essentially in Port Huron is my area.
That's a big area.
Yeah. The commissioners are all divided by population, so I actually share Port Huron with Georgia Baldwin, who also has Fort Gratiot and Birchville. So our population numbers are all approximately the same.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, I salute you for all the work here with the Blue Water Developmental Housing in this specific effort on Sanborn Gratiot Memorial.
Thank you.
Once again, that phone number, if you want to buy a ticket, 388-1200, 388-1200, and the area code 810, and you can be out on the water.
That's right. Thank you so much.
Nice to see you. Thanks
too.
for coming. That's about it for this edition of the Focus program. Thanks very much for tuning in. Until next time, you go right behind me and get on the water with your new boat. I'm Paul Dingeman. See you soon.
Thanks for watching Focus with Paul Dingeman. Focus is produced at the CTV Community Television Studios in St. Clair. For over 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter to our community.